We recognize that if we do anything well in the area of law enforcement, it should be to respect and recognize victims and do our very best in our treatment of victims. We have come a long way, and we recognize now some fundamental truths in Wyoming. You all recognize them, and I want to cover just a few of them. We recognize that we have to provide emotional support, guidance, notification, and financial help to our victims. We recognize that when the case is completed, that it doesn't change the status of the victim. In other words, once the case is over, it doesn't mean there is no longer a victim or victims. We recognize that it is not just the individual who has been harmed in some fashion, it is also their family that are victims, the friends that are victims, and often an entire community that is victimized by a crime. We recognize the important role of government, both the state government and local government. We recognize that government cannot do it alone. We have community-based providers, and in fact, last year, 2014, our community-based providers provided nearly 300,000 different services to victims in Wyoming, nearly 300,000. The state could not do that. Local government could not do that. Community-based providers play an important role, including transportation, support groups, shelter, and advocacy. We recognize also as a fundamental truth, to have this all work, we need great law enforcement. And I am proud to say that in Wyoming, we do have great law enforcement. And our law enforcement has come such a long ways from when I first started in the mid-'80s till now, and recognizing the support that is needed for victims, and recognizing what they can do and how important their role is in supporting our victims. We recognize that we need great prosecutors, and we have with us today Mike Flanagan, and there's no better prosecutor in the state than Mike Flanagan. And across the state, we have great prosecutors that do such a fantastic job on helping victims and prosecuting those who commit crimes. We recognize we need great judges, we need great advocates, we need faith-based organizations, volunteers, and many more. And we can do all this. And if we come to a point in the future, and we're not there yet, where we say, after there is a crime, we are doing the very best possible in each of these areas and more to help victims. That is a wonderful thing that we want to set as a goal and we want to try to reach.